I think we're rolling. Yes, we're rolling. Good morning, Alice. We hope you are able to come back to us soon. So here is our story for today, and we hope you enjoy it. It's called The Little Scarecrow Boy. And what is this part of the book called, kindergarten? The front cover. Very good. And then we're going to turn the page, and guess what this page is called? What is this page called? The title page. Why is it the title page? It has the what? Yes, the title on it again, doesn't it? And the title is The Little Scarecrow Boy.
Wait, it has a word in it.
Ah, the word what? The. Yep, it sure does. It has the word the. So here we go. I think you're going to like this. Once upon a time in a cornfield, there lived a scarecrow and his scarecrow wife and their little scarecrow boy. Every day of the world, Old Man Scarecrow went to the cornfield to make faces at the crows. And every day of the world, his little scarecrow boy wanted to come too. And every day of the world, Old Man Scarecrow said, "No, no, little boy, you can't go. You're not fierce enough to scare a crow. Wait until you grow." So every day, the little scarecrow boy stayed at home all day and just grew.
Forever?
Remember how we are when we read stories, talking or listening? Listening. Every day out in the field, Old Man Scarecrow waved his arms and made horrible faces. He made such terrible faces that the crows nearly lost their feathers at the sight of him there, and they flew far away, far away.
They didn't want to come back.
Okay, that's a letter. I'm not giving more warnings. Every evening when the sun went down, Old Man Scarecrow came rattling home, and all evening he sat in his scarecrow house teaching his little boy how to make fierce faces. Old Lady Scarecrow whistled through her straw teeth at the looks of them there. But early in the morning when the sun came up, it was the same old "No, no, little boy, you can't go. You're not fierce enough to scare a crow. Wait till you grow." So the little scarecrow boy stayed at home all day and just grew. Then one day, after the little boy had learned all 6 of his father's terrible faces so that he could make them one after the other, he decided to run away. Early the next morning, he would go out into the cornfield and he would frighten a crow. So before the sun came up, or Old Man Scarecrow was up, or Old Lady Scarecrow was up, the little scarecrow boy slipped out of bed, dressed quietly on tiptoe, and went quietly out of the house. Over to the cornfield, up on his father's post, in his father's place. It was a fine, shining morning with the sun gleaming green down on the corn blades. Crows circled in the air far away over the trees. The little scarecrow boy waved his arms through the air. He had never felt fiercer in all his life. And then came flying a big black crow. "Oh, oh, oh!" And the little scarecrow made his first fierce face, and still came flying the big black crow. "Oh, oh, oh!" The little scarecrow boy made his second fierce face, and still came flying the big black crow. His third face, "Oh, oh, oh! Time to go!" So the little scarecrow boy ran and he ran down the corn rows. The black flapping wings made a noise now, and looking back, he could see the blue sky through the ragged feathers of the nearest crow. His faces don't seem to be working, do they?
I know.
He ran and he ran, then he stopped, his fourth face, and still came flying the big black crow. So he ran and he ran and he ran and he ran, and the crow flew and he flew and he flew and he flew, and the little scarecrow boy ran. And he made his fifth and next to fiercest face of all, and still came flying the big black crow. The little boy had only one face left now, and hardly any breath. Even so, he stopped, and with his arms stretched wide above his head and his fingers drooping on his hands, he gave the big crow the sixth face. And whoa! The old crow flew backwards through the air, feathers flying everywhere, until there wasn't even a shadow of a crow on the land. A scarecrow at last. The little scarecrow boy knew he was as fierce as a scarecrow as there was in all the cornfields in all the world.
Yes, Gracie.
And then he saw a shadow in front of him, and he looked up, and there behind him was Old Man Scarecrow, his father. And his father was proud of his little boy, who made all six faces at the crows. And he picked up his little Scarecrow Boy in his scarecrow arms, and they went home to breakfast.
Aw.
And when the little Scarecrow grew up, he was the fiercest scarecrow in all the fields in all the world.
He does appear.
And then there's this beautiful page at the end. I hope you have a great day.
I like being a woman.